Or week of something. Something's fucking up.
You think Zuck got you too? Fuck. Wow, fuck. One's in chat to save Young. Oh, my his hat. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god.
False alarm.
False alarm. Okay, good. I'm glad he's safe.
False alarm. Sorry.
Fuck, man, that was a scary false
I'm
alarm.
just a little paranoid. I think as soon as I hit the baby's soundbite, it just wrecked the stream. I think that's what it was.
Think it crashed it?
I'm also streaming to like 30 different places.
Could be it, I guess.
Jesus.
Doesn't seem like that would be
It literally rugged me yesterday while I was talking to Maury. But what I was saying, what we were saying earlier before I got rugged or zucked.
I don't know, man. I got shocked, to be honest.
Oh yeah, I remember. Rags.cool. Yo, for those that don't know what Rags is, bro, let's go right into it before we get zucked. We're literally fighting. What is Rags, homie? We talked about it. So guys, if you have archived the stream, we've actually talked about this in its conception, but now it's becoming something real, not something that something with legs. What's going on with Rags, bro? Talk to me nicely.
Yeah. Well, first off, is the link the same? I'm wondering if I should retweet. Go back in here.
Yeah. Let me give you the YouTube link.
Okay.
Just fuck it. Here it goes. Share the link. Check your Twitter messages. That's the link. So you could kind of do a freeform post, whatever you want to do. Let me go back to your website though.
Let's go edit.
Let me give you some time to actually post it. We'll go back.
Yeah.
Sorry, Laura. Sorry, Boo. Zugged. I know. Okay, I refresh and it's back. I don't know what's going on in my stream, boys and girls. I honestly think I have a lot of shit going on. There's like PNGs everywhere and high form 4Ks, resolution 4K stuff.
Yeah. It's all good. Yeah. So Rags, the RQ, the Rags question. We are talking about streetwear, but instead of doing normal streetwear like other NFT projects are doing, where it's just some merch to like just normal merch, we're chipping it with what basically is little cold storage wallets that are NFC enabled. So those wallets will hold a soulbound NFT, and the soulbound NFT can't be transferred. So basically what we're doing is we're on the blockchain verifying that your physical garment is a legitimate physical item. I probably didn't explain that very well. Basically we're NFTing hoodies.
Jesus, how can you make sure that it doesn't wash away in the wash?
Yeah. So we got these chips, right? It's like the size of a quarter, like a flat quarter. And so these are the cold storage wallets. You know, think about a ledger.
That is a piece of technology?
Yeah. So instead of a ledger, this has its own wallet address. It's its own wallet, but it doesn't have like the security features that a ledger would have, right? So you don't want to be putting a bunch of stuff on here, but what we're doing is we're putting an NFT on here and we're locking it to this chip. So this chip then becomes a physical version of your digital ownership. Then we're sewing a patch on top.
It's literally the spirit of the garment.
Yeah, pretty much. So we're sewing this in between a patch and the garment, and then you can just tap your phone to it. You can scan it and prove anything you want, anything on the chain.
Like, so what kind of problems do you foresee? I don't want to talk about problems, but you know, people always try to game the system. You've seen it with Steppen, you've seen it with Crypto Blades, you've seen it with every single thing that you give humans. Yeah. Do you think that people will try to cut open those chips, exchange them around, play around? Do you think that will ever happen?
Sure. Yeah, there's gonna be stuff that we can't foresee, right? That's why they have hacker festivals. That's why like you put these things out in the world to see like how people are using them, and then you you bend to what's going on. You pivot. Right now, I can say that we've thought about a good amount of potential cases. So like, what if someone does take the chip off of the hoodie? That's completely doable. You just unstitch it and you take it off. Well, the NFT that's soul bound on the chip that isn't movable, that will show directly the design of your hoodie, and it'll show what item it is. So anyone who sold that chip would have to go and recreate that hoodie as well. And then at that point, it doesn't, no one's going to go through that effort. I don't believe.
Could you laser etch into that chip like a serial number that matches with the serial number of the sweater and the garment? Or you're not serializing the garment?
The garments aren't serialized. That is an option. But I think the incentive isn't necessarily there, because you have to go make your own hoodie to have it line up with the chip, because we've got 3D renders of each of the hoodies. So when you scan it, it's going to show a 3D render of the hoodie that you're wearing. So unless someone takes that chip and then goes and makes like that.
Ooh, so when you scan it, you're going to see the hoodie. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
that's some cool gating.
A 3D render, and it's going to say like a verified rags garment. Obviously, there's stuff that people can do with any other NFT. Ryder Rips could come in and flip the artwork and say that he's the real rags, but only our wallet address will have minted that NFT. So that's where the verification comes in.
What So your Ryder Rips proof?
Seems like it. I mean, nothing's Ryder Rips proof, apparently, because he just says what he says and does whatever he wants. But we got the blockchain behind us.
I feel like you're kind of a conceptual artist. Do you have respect for RR?
Dude, I mean, yeah, in one aspect, but I think he's driven more by greed than concept, and I think that's where the difference is. For sure. Because he's doing conceptual art in order to make fake collections and then profit.
Yeah, I feel like you are the opposite of Ryder Rips. I mean, you're kind of just an innovator, dude. I mean, I remember talking about rags in its conception, and you couldn't even give these details away. Like, you were like so close to the chest of all these like things I'm asking you now. It's kind of surreal that you're actually telling me. Like, you just show me the mother chip.
Dude, I still am. Well, the reason I was so close to the chest about it was because when I thought of this idea, I'm like, why isn't anyone else doing it? Because it's, in my mind, it's like such a simple idea, right? Like, if you're an NFT project and you're putting out merch, why not link it, And so I was like, fuck, like someone else has got to be doing this. So we got to be first to market, right? Now I'm more open because we're putting the product out there, right? There's nothing proprietary going on. It's just about who gets first and who does it the best. And so that's our plan right now. So I'm open with what we're doing.
Do you think you spawned the spawn of Satan now that you just did this and everyone's going to start coming out? You want that, or you want to be the proprietary? I'm pretty sure you're a decentralized entity. You're really a true Web3 builder.
Yes and no. Obviously, I want to make money. I want to provide for my family. I think anyone who says otherwise is, being disingenuous. But there's definitely a lot of value from Web3 and opening up the source, right? The contract is on chain. You can't copyright that or anything. The chip itself, it's a pretty basic technology, honestly, that is out there. There's nothing that you can copyright about that. And I ran into this when I ran my last clothing company. I made a few designs that went viral, and they sold all over the Pacific Northwest. Saw them on cars everywhere. But people ripped them off, and it's like, there's legal protection there, but only if you have the money to go and sue everyone. And it's just not, it doesn't make sense, honestly. So the one thing that people can't rip is your mind, and they can't rip you working harder than anyone else. And so at the end of the day, you have to fall back on those things.
I love that. They could rip your mind if you're Matt Damon and Elysium. I don't know if you've seen.
Yeah, in most cases they can't, but in some they can, for sure.
dude. But the clothes are beautiful. It's funny that you went with this hacker design that has this like hacker 90s feel, punk. What inspired you to create this? Like, what would you call that? Because we have Luxwell. He always calling it like cyber fashion or galactic punk. Is it galactic punk too?
Yeah. He says galactic punk for his stuff. So there's a couple layers here. I'm trying to coin rural core because in my mind it's like a future. I grew up in the suburbs of Idaho, and there's trees everywhere. There's lakes. I lived in a cul-de-sac. Just a pretty normal middle class.
Nice water slide.
Upbringing. Yeah, water
thing, whatever that thing you put on the grass.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, a tarp with soap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think that nostalgia is key, and I think a lot of people who are in crypto are kind of our age and have similar experiences. So first layer is that's just fun. The second layer is Web3 mimics the .com boom, and around that Y2K era, around 2000, it mimics it. It rhymes with it for sure. And I think what we're doing with blockchain technology and within the Web3 space is like a spiritual successor to it. So conceptually, I thought it made sense to extrapolate that out into Y3K and call back to some of those tropes at the same time.
Wow. What can you say, what similarities did you take? I remember like Jericho's logo, and it was very like kind of, I think it had a little bit of reference to that, but yeah, I feel like it's so new.
Like Jericho the wrestler?
Yeah.
That's a deep cut. Yeah.
It's probably a little reach. But
no, I see it.
But I cannot wait for your photo shoots. Do you have any cool photo shoots and promos? And your last promo was a banger. I'm actually gonna probably bring that up because
yeah. Go ahead and play it if you want.
Hold on, let me find that. That was a banger. Did you edit all that?
Yeah. I cloistered myself away for a day and just banged that out.
Guys, I'm gonna show you. Just yesterday, he was down bad. We're gonna go back. We're gonna mute ourselves. We're gonna mute the song. My boy was down bad. Check it out.
He's invaded my house. He's stolen my wife. He's captured my child. Obviously, we want to drop the day, but realistically, with all of this Zuck stuff going on, we're probably pushed out about a week. We'll be running events and trying to fight Zuck, giving away prizes all week to make up for it. Do your best. Hang in there. Stay strong. Orphan out. Guys.
Let me go to the actual. Is it pinned, dude? Where the fuck is this thing at?
Let me send it to you. It was pinned, and since the drop date changed, it's pinned on my Twitter, on Orphan Twitter.
Or an Orphan? Hold on, let me go to that real quick. Yeah, I gotta show the audience. All right, ORBO. There you go.
Put it in chat.
All right, let's play this.
Well, I basically lost everything we had. Somebody fucking tricked me, man.
You're fired! You're fucking fired, Bob!
Everyone is poor.
Fucking scam, motherfucker.
They scam my ass.
No! No! I'm talking about 40 million fucking voice work here, Bob!
PFPs have failed us. Yes, that's so fucking true. Except Abe Reunion.
You have stolen my dreams, my childhood, with your empty words.
$1 billion in scam. And now for something completely different.
Just rag it. Oh my god, that is better than any Nike commercial I've ever seen in my life.
Thanks, man. I had fun with it.
That was epic.
Everyone's down bad, so I mean,
bought NFT.
genuinely, I think that this could be a next wave. People are doing merch already. It's out there. It makes perfect sense. So, you know, why not say we're bringing back NFTs? Easy.
Were you ever nervous that you couldn't do this? You ever had self-doubt, or like, did you feel like you were taking on a bigger Goliath than you thought?
Yes and no. So I've been through some pretty hard times, and when you come out of hard times, you get a different perspective on like what's possible and how capable you are of doing things. So as far as doubt of ever being able to do it, no. I don't have any doubt with that. As far as like troubles and roadblocks, we've ran into a lot of them. It's not as easy as just putting a chip on, just finding someone to sew a chip on a hoodie and then just popping them out. So yeah, there's been a lot of stuff. I'd say there's 3 or 4 things that we've had to develop that just didn't exist before, technology wise, in order to get this rolling.
Yeah, the physical side seems tough, but that technology layer you're doing, I mean, are you feeling like you're perfecting it? Are you feeling like you'll find the groove? Because that seems like a lot of layers, dude. It just seems like a lot of layers in that. But I know you can do it.
It's like, what contract are they on? Like, what it gets burned, what gets redeemed, like where it gets transferred, is something soulbound? Like, all of the technicals about the NFT side of things has definitely been the toughest part. It's all coming together though. I'm really excited for this first drop because we'll have a template for the first drop, and then we can keep executing. And that's where the fun stuff happens, right? That's where we get to make more shirts. We got hacky sacks coming in. We can chip everything, and we can just pump out designs and have fun and get people wearing it, take pictures. You know, all the stuff that a clothing brand is fun for, like the reason.
Yeah, I could just imagine. Like, I went to the Deadfellas event, and they were so strict on letting people in.
Yeah.
You know, they were very not them. The people that they hired were like super. I know, like A type. So they wouldn't let no one in. So I can just imagine you working with them, and they're like, "Let me see your hacky sack." So you didn't pull out your hacky sack.
Yeah, here you go.
Here, and then they're like, "All right, good, you're good."
Yeah.
I could just have that on videotape. It would be epic.
That's the main use case. Well,
It's like a constant troll. It's funny.
Yeah. You could. Yeah, show me your sticker of Calvin pissing on Bored Apes, and then you can get into our party. But I mean, that's one of the big use cases, right? Is you like a bouncer, instead of having to like pull everything up, log into your MetaMask, do all this pre-work. You just hold up your sleeve, scan it, green light, red light, you walk into the party.
Green light, red light. Laura Zombie says, "Don't worry, sweetie." I think that's gonna be a neck tat I'm gonna have. Don't worry, sweetie.
But spell sweetie wrong.
Fuck. This is still by years the best promo video out there. The Clownfish says. Boot says, "Love that quote, Laura." I'm gonna buy like 10 of them hacky stacks. Red Rover. Throw them at people for sure. You can throw them at people. Before we get to the drop, I wanted to take a path down memory lane. Actually, I'm disgruntled. All right, what's going on with your stream, bro? We were just talking off camera. Streaming is tough, bro. Sometimes I want to give up. Sometimes, you know, seeing only 10 viewers in the stream while scammers like Farouk have like millions of people in their Twitter spaces.
Yeah,
it's tough, dude. I think technology doesn't care about live streamers like that. That might be kind of selfish of me to say, or stupid, but I swear to God, I think Twitter needs like a live stream integration with like a live chat. I'm trying to break through. What do you think the solutions is here, bro?
It's tough, man.
Or don't worry, sweetie.
It's not don't worry, sweetie. You gotta worry, because I mean, at the end of the day, the more people that you reach, the better the community is. You know, like you said, scammer faces having all this influence. I think the problem boils down to the fact that most people are here just for money, and scammers are going to be the most appealing to them. It's tough, but you almost like need to get into a flipper mindset in order to get those numbers. But neither of us want to do that, so I don't know what the answer is, man. It is tough. As far as my stuff, it's like I like streaming, but like you said, it's tough to look at your numbers stay the same for a year while you feel like you're putting out good content, and it just isn't moving that much. So that's a tough question.
Yeah, I think it's a part of like the culture's sensationalism that they chase. Sensationalism, like with TikTok, everything now. You know, I'm so happy I was born in the '90s. I know I sound like a boomer, everyone, but everyone is chasing a sensation now. You know, you see it with the drama of RRBAYC. You know, people want sensation, and I feel like the only way we're gonna do it, dude, is breaking in through Hollywood or some type of TV medium, and then having it loop back into like live one-on-one contact with that audience. There's not a cut and dry solution, but I feel like you're meant for the big screen, Orbo.
Thanks, man. I'm such an introvert. It's actually really funny. I like streaming because I can do it from my attic. But I don't know about you, but when I get done streaming, I just go lay on the couch for like an hour.
Yeah, dude, tell me about it.
It's
I go beat one off, and that's it. I'm done.
Yeah, let's take a nap real quick.
But dude, I mean, I've seen you improv. You have a multi-dimensional soul. I mean, you have a little darkness in there, little comedic tragedy action going on. You never wanted to hit the big screen, homie?
Attention has never fueled me, so I don't. So probably not, honestly. I like doing things for personal achievement. So, if I'm putting out something that, like, I mean, Rags is a great example, man. It's I had a few profile picture projects noodling through my mind while they were taken off. Honestly, like around the same time Bored Apes was, like, Lorona was doing boys, and that inspired me, and I was starting to think about stuff back then. But it's like, why? To me, profile pictures weren't pushing the technology at all. What inspired me more was like Mad Dog Jones doing like the Replicator. I think is one of the coolest, most underrated projects. And Pack is pretty big. I never got deep enough to like follow Pack, but I want to do something that is different, that actually pushes the space forward and that is novel. And I don't know. I don't know if the big screen is like the best place for that to happen, you know?
Well, hey, if I do call you one day on some fucking Tarantino film, you better fucking come, because I'm going to force you to be there.
I'll be there.
You could be the guy that gets electric chaired and says like the final last quote that really rocks the whole movie.
What would that quote be?
Don't know. We'll have to think about it.
Yeah, we can noodle that one. It kind of depends on the context of the movie, but I'm here to be the catchphrase guy for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I love you, young. I know.
Someone said just ragged sounds obvious, Butu. You can't just say just ragged. It's just we're trying to go for an Oscar. We're not trying to win, we're not trying to go an indie YouTube million view route.
Get hired for a major blockbuster film and then just say your brand's catchphrase. Perfect.
Bro, what do you think about troll stars? I feel like Ryder Rip, so I know I'm giving this guy way too much credit, but there's literally about to be a whole bunch of troll stars that are going to come out of the woodworks of this.
Yeah.
I feel like you're an OG 4chan troller, though. I'm not as much as a troller as you are, but you are the ultimate meme troll. Do you think that humans will start like really worshiping these troll stars?
Well, it's like you said, people love the drama. People love sensationalism. I just think it's fun. I think you control. Here's the real sauce, right? I think that you control in a wholesome and kind way. A lot of trolls are, well, it comes down to nihilism, right? A lot of trolls, especially 4chan types, they're very nihilistic. They're very black-pilled. And so their trolls end up being chaotic for the sake of being chaotic. You can use that same tool, trolling and having fun, but by bringing other people in on the joke and having that joke be like open and not purposefully hurtful, I think you can just have a good time. And I think people like that more too. So
What happens when a black pill and a green pill get into a troll war? Like, what happens in that loop?
what's the green pill?
I don't know. Positivity.
Okay. Yeah. You end up with a yin yang, you know? You got two pills swirling around each other.
I feel like you either get people more polar opposite, or some of them get in the middle, in the impartial side of that. But
Sure.
it's funny, trolling. Some of these black pill guys are deep, dude. They're dark, dude. They're fucked.
It's really sad. It's really sad. It's easy though, right? It's easy to get nihilistic because there's a lot of things that are wrong. No matter how you look at the world, like we're in turmoil right now. Financially, politically, spiritually, everything is either upside down or turned around. And so looking at that and trying to make sense of it, it's difficult. You need kind of a North Star. But I think that's where the beauty of life comes in too. And not to get like too philosophical, but like you need nihilism in order to have optimism. They make each other sweeter.
Yeah. Not to show my ass, but there's a quote on the it says "solva coagula." It's like Latin.
Yeah.
And it means to break down to build up again.
Yes.
It's just the way of life, dude. I feel like I had to get broken down in my vomit so I could kind of be self-aware, and not be super like egotistical and prideful and
Yeah.
tough stuff. I'm still doing it. I'm still working on that stuff. But rags.
Everyone is. One more quick thing there. It's like that also pertains to like the archetype of a circus and the jester, right? The world needs to flip upside down in order to reinvert and come back to the way of things. So I think that's why I think Kanye is a great example of this, honestly. Kanye is a clown. He's a jester. He's outrageous. He's eccentric. But when the world flips upside down, he goes back and starts rapping about Jesus and like a more traditional order of things, while the whole world is doing the other thing. And we need those kind of like leaders and followers to kind of circle around each other. Like time is a flat circle, It's just interesting to watch, honestly. And I don't know how Web3 fits into it. I don't know how putting chips on merch fits into it, but it's all wild. It's a wild time right now.
Wild time. And I'm grateful for people like you and people in my corner. And I feel like Web3 is a form of escapism. You can just kind of talk to your friends about things that are not problems.
Yeah.
In this space, people don't want to get really political. They're like, leave that at the mat.
Yeah.
Chaos is necessary for progress. Yes, Kelsey. Path of the Sensei. Abana's in the building, says Rise of the Phoenix. Become sauce or get deeper in the sauce. Become sauce or get deeper in the sauce. That might be the quote at the end of that electric chair.
Yeah, I like that.
Straight up. Well said.
I could deliver that with heat, dude.
With heat, for sure.
In like a deep voice.
Yeah.
Become the sauce.
Or get lost, bitch. El Bapo, thank you for the subscription. I hope you like that Shia LaBeouf magic thing up there. You need chaos in your soul to give birth to a dancing star. Yes, for sure. We're trying. We're being me and Orphan are opposites, but we balance each other out. So what's up with this drop, dude? It's complex. Can you break it down in the most simplistic form?
Yes, sir.
Because I'm gonna go back to your website and I'm looking at intro to bytes. Can you just TLDR that?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so it is complicated. but it's only complicated because we're speaking to Web3 people first. It's pretty dumb when you sit down as like a customer. Basics are you buy an NFT. That NFT is redeemable for a physical hoodie, and then from that hoodie you get rewards points. That's the basics of it.
You get rewards points for wearing the hoodie, or like the amount of time you're holding the hoodie?
For redeeming it.
Okay.
Off the bat. We're thinking about other stuff, but to your point, like it gets complicated real quick. So we're trying to keep it as simple as possible. Right now, the simplicity is you buy an NFT, you can burn that NFT to redeem a physical hoodie, and then from it is essentially a rewards points for our ecosystem.
All right, what does sealed mean?
So sealed is the one that's in the case. So that's the one that you buy. And then when you redeem it, it becomes unsealed. It's like opening your package.
Nice. Is there any cons to unsealing? No, you have to unseal.
In order to get the physical, you have to unseal. Where the locked comes in, which I think is step 4 on there. The locked bite is basically, we have a week in order where you can buy and redeem. That way people can choose to purchase and then sell on secondary. They can sell the NFT on secondary, let other people redeem. But if you don't end up redeeming that sealed bite in time, then it becomes locked. And that's basically like a sealed box of Jordans, or like a He-Man, like an unopened He-Man action.
That you can never open, or can you open?
You can't open it right now. Potentially in the future you'd be able to, but for now there's no utility planned. It's basically, it's a He-Man figurine that's never openable.
So how do you think I should approach it? I got your mid-tier, which is called what again?
Mantis?
I got the Mantis.
Okay.
Spend like 0.75 for it. And I got a bunch of the base levels.
Cool.
As a Mantis holder, what should I be doing? How should I be approaching the redemption phase? Or should I keep it sealed, in your opinion?
The goal right now, our incentive is we want to incentivize people to wear the stuff. We're a clothing company at the end of the day, and we want people to wear the clothes. So most of the value is going to be there. If you're super bullish on rags, if you're bullish on us and you're looking for like collector's items in the hopes that we get bought by Louis Vuitton or something in the future and it blasts off, then that's a different conversation. But personally, I would get one of each hoodie for myself to wear, and then try and sell some on secondary during that week and make your decision at that point.
Because this is some serious tokenomics. It reminds me of like Pixel Vault Huxley. But I know that I have you on stage here on the live, so you can kind of ease us through. But that Mantis hoodie is a different quality garment style, or no?
Just a different design. We tried to keep the stuff pretty simple for this first drop, since we're proving concepts, we're getting our infrastructure all settled. So it's a relatively simple drop for this first one. They're going to be all the same price. They're different designs depending on which tier you can access. But the real difference between them is obviously the supply. And there's only 69 Nidus memberships, and there's less because they haven't minted out yet. Same with Mantis, there's only 420 max supply, and then Bug is 4,200.
Has Mantis minted out?
None of them have minted out because we paused it. We wanted to get through the first drop with our believers, make these things scarce, reward people who have already been in and already supporting us, and hopefully get some secondary action on the protocols, because you need those in order to mint. So we're trying to get the believers as much value as possible right now. Nice.
Now, when it comes to the drop date, you figuring that out? What's going on there? Because I thought it was yesterday, but this shit got fucking derailed.
Yeah. So full transparency, it was yesterday, and we got some bad dev news earlier in the week. What happened is we built a new plugin because we're the first token gated project on WordPress and WooCommerce. So we had a custom plugin built, it was working, and then as we got a little bit closer, we realized there was like an essential flaw in there. And so we could have ran it, but instead of taking shortcuts and, you know, working around certain things, we're like, okay, let's push it about a week, and then we can get everything smooth, because people have waited long enough. There's no sense in pushing out something that isn't completely smooth right now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, thank you for your transparency, and thank you for announcing that on the live with the Sensei 101 episode.
Yeah.
Because I forgot to mention, this is 101 episodes in.
Oh shit, dude! Like the Dalmatians.
Oh, yep, 101. And thank you for being honest and open. I think that's something you don't see here. Everyone is just giga chatting it to death.
Well, the real answer is that Mark Zuckerberg hacked into our website specifically and our Discord, and he started fucking everything up. And you know, everything was completely ready until he came in.
For sure. What's that update like? Are you just kind of just playing it by ear, implementing some new strats?
Yeah, so I'm trying to nail down an official date. I want to give us adequate lead time so we can test and make sure this doesn't get pushed again. The only thing worse than one push is two. So we're holding off on announcing an official date right now, but we're working our ass off on the back end. And in the meantime, I think an ARG is a fun way to pivot and make it not, lighten the blow a little bit for the community. We have a lot of excited fans, a lot of people who are looking to get their hands on a hoodie. I know I am too. So what better way to do it than to spin up a bunch of games, keep things interesting, keep things active, and give away free shit. We just gave away our first bite, which is equivalent to a Nidus hoodie, the top tier hoodie. We gave that away yesterday to who solved the puzzle first. So we're gonna keep doing stuff.
That's what the cipher was.
Yeah.
Wow. When I noticed that
there's a bot command, and then the first person to enter the bot command got a top tier hoodie.
Jesus. Yo, when it comes down to the bytes, there was this white thing that I minted. It was like a SD card. What are those?
Yeah. So this goes back to the site where there's the different types of bytes: sealed, unsealed, and then locked. The Genesis byte that you got, that was just a straight, basically an airdrop, but it was a free mint for people who held our protocols, who minted our protocols originally and kept them in their wallet. So that was just extra value. Essentially, it's a reward point that later down the line you'll be able to spend on whitelist spots for partner communities.
Wow.
Events at NFT NYC or NFT Miami or
wow.
whatever. And then also the end of the year we're doing a big event where you'll be able to pay for things with these bytes. Exclusive drops with the bytes.
Dude, if you do an event, I know it's gonna be amazing, but you should get Prodigy to DJ from the 90s.
That would be a dream, dude. That would be so sick.
Under pressure.
I listen to Prodigy all the time. I've got a Y3K playlist, and like half of it's Prodigy. The other half's Chemical Brothers.
What is that Prodigy song? I'm gonna play it just to get fucking DCMA'd. What is that Prodigy song? Under Pressure? Is it Firestarter?
I think it's Firestarter. I'm so bad with song titles.
Is it this? Hold on, let me put the volume up. This is so rags.
Exactly. Dude, I watched Hackers. You remember that movie?
Huh?
You remember the movie Hackers?
Hackers, yeah.
Yeah, I watched that the other day, and like that movie's such a vibe.
Holy shit! I'm fucking killing the stream right now. Orphan says, what kind of hoodie? 14-ounce cotton?
16 ounce. They're beefy boys.
Bana listed all the Abana's a true Prodigy fan. He said, "Rip Keith Flint, Firestarter, smack my B up, gun fingers, let's go A." Wow, Abana literally gave us. I saw them live in '97. Was so fire.
Oh, holy shit, that's awesome.
We're literally letting this song play, even though it's like a fucking remix. It's not the true shit. Yo, you got partnerships with Parallel and Deadfellas with Rags? Like, what does that look like in your head?
Yeah. Mainly what it looks like is I just want to do something fucking cool with my friends. I spent a while building up these connections, building up friends, watching them do amazing projects, and I just want to sit down and say, okay, we've got this base technology where we can link NFTs to hoodies. How does that add value to your project, and how could we do something cool with it? So, say there's a Deadfellas trait, in their next drop, their next project, and there's a beanie with the Rags logo on it, and you get that NFT, but you get it paired with the hoodie in that image, and they're linked together via the chip. That's one way. With Malavita, we were talking about doing like yoga mats or like weighted blankets. Something really
you could do that with Abana as a DJ. If his fans hold a certain piece of clothing or beanie or something. Can you do blunt wraps? No.
You might be able to do blunt wraps, but it would have to be filtered, and it would have to be in the filter.
Jeez.
But it's possible. We could probably do that.
Dude, you save so much time too, right? Red light, green light. People into places.
Yeah, dude. Music is a huge thing. I'm really interested in music because imagine you remember Big Cartel?
Yeah.
So Big Cartel, for those of you that don't know, was a site where bands mostly. It was for bands or like small clothing labels. They could go on and they could build a site really easily, and they could sell merch, sell items, sell CDs, whatever they wanted, right? But imagine if bands were able to get a hoodie with their tickets, or with a limited edition album, or with a signed NFT, like a limited signed NFT, and send those out with all that stuff loaded on the chip, and you could just pop that over to your wallet when you got it. And it could be like a VIP pass. It could have a certain amount of money for drinks or free drink tokens on it for the bar. There's a ton of shit that you could do and just put it all on that chip, and then you just run around scanning whatever you want to do.
Jeez, bro, you're literally gonna change. You're gonna break. You're gonna have what is it? iHeartRadio knock on your door.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna knock on your door, dude. Honestly, are you ready for the big business meetings with fucking suits and ties and shit?
Yeah. We've had a couple big meetings so far. Right now, honestly, because of the protocol sale and because of essentially running that as like a Kickstarter for the project, we don't need to give away big percents of our company. So we're keeping relationships friendly with these people. We're talking with them. A lot of them are interested. A lot of big companies, big funds. But why give away 25, 30, 40% of your company and then be beholden to shareholders when you can fund through the community and you can do whatever you want? You can do cooler stuff.
Sheesh. Hold on, let me see my stream if it's not getting rugged. Dude, honestly, yeah. Abana says, Steffi Fung's in the building, says, let's go, Rags. Upload.
Steffi.
Steffi is a legend. I think Steffi's going to be able to use that technology, right?
For sure.
I feel like you have a certain group of fashionista homies that are going to really, like, bust out the dam.
You roboted for a second there for me. I'm not sure if it was for everyone else. Can you say that again real quick?
Yeah, the roboting is apparent. It might just be Y3K coming, but you have a bunch of cool friends that are fashion icons. I feel like they're gonna really use a lot of this technology? Are you is it like a first come serve basis to you? Do I fill out a form? What do I got to do to get this technology going?
Yeah.
Obviously, you want to make sure everything's smooth, so you got to give yourself some time.
Right. Well, I mean, speaking of parallel, like I think that the way that Kalos is managing that project is brilliant. I have huge respect for him. He's doing an awesome job, and what we want to copy is they're running parallel as a proof of concept. They're making the game because they want to make a game, but it's proving a larger concept, and they're using that to flesh out a system where they can send that out and other games can use their token, right? Echelon and the Prime token, that's the juice. That's the sauce. That's where the money is. But parallel is them making those mistakes for other people so they can bring other people on. I see Rags very similarly, where Rags is a brand in and of itself. We are the guinea pigs. We're out there making shirts. We're building the infrastructure. We're figuring out everything that does and does not work. And then the idea is to build a platform, maybe even a token, where we can open that up and allow people to come on and make whatever merch they want for their projects and use all the cool shit that we've pioneered.
Wow. Real. It's just this is just a natural evolution. I think Steve Jobs showed us that yes, you could have good UI UX, and then now this evolution is like this Steve Jobs on crack, where he actually gives back to his community through his own ecosystem, which is cool.
Yeah, where they own part of it. Like the protocols, dude, the protocols are cool. Like I don't talk about this enough, but right now it's a bit cumbersome, right? If you think about all the games and all the tokenomics and stuff, buying memberships to buy the hoodie, to be able to maybe resell it, like none of that makes sense at our current scale. But imagine a future where we are supreme level hype in the heyday, where people were lining up, there were resellers. The protocols, the memberships, they essentially make you a verified reseller. Say you have the top tier, you're able to buy one of each that drops every time. But you don't need that many clothes yourself, right? You're going to want to resell some of that and make some money potentially. So then you take that week, you go resell your things, you take that profit and you get like a free shirt from it, essentially, if you want, or you just use it to make money. But the cool part is, instead of just being a reseller and living your life off of being able to potentially get retail for that drop, click faster than other people, build a bot to fuck other people over, you now have an NFT that its value goes up depending on how well the company does. So we're folding scalpers, we're folding resellers into our ecosystem, and we're making them part of the community. So they have stake in everything going well and people not getting fucked over.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
You token gate your best holders and have them represent the brand well.
Yes.
And in doing so, you bring more people into the brand. And yeah, you probably could have, I can only use my imagination. You probably will have like certain titans. You can create literal celebrities around Rags if you do it right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like look at the Supreme resellers on YouTube, Supreme Patty, all these people. Like you can really, it's bigger than what you think. It's a big tree. I feel, I know you know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all about aligning incentives, especially when you have a pseudo decentralized company. It's like Diablo and bots, right? People made RuneScape bots, people make Diablo bots, they farm the stuff and then they sell it off. You're not going to get rid of hackers, you're not going to get rid of bots on video games. But so it's pointless to try and fight it. I mean, you can try and ban them or whatever, but the better alternative is to make them incentivized to help your project grow and help the community be healthy. So that's the goal. Obviously it's a new idea, so we're gonna see how it goes. But I think the incentives are there.
This is why the whole Bored Ape Ryder or whatever that thing is so interesting, because I think Ryder said you have to have people buy into something to be motivated to work with that something. If everything was just free, He said that all the Bored Apes would have just bought his mint and burned it. You know, you have to buy stuff. There's something crazy about this psychology of like owning something and then having that be your identity.
Yeah.
It's just the studies that are going to come from this type of psychology is insane. The incentivization of like digital assets. But yeah, an actual Buchu says an actual sustainable business instead of just a hype machine. Beautiful. And then Abana is giving you the approval. Genius.
Thanks, Abana.
Yeah, we hit 100 messages, guys. Please like the stream. We are almost out of here. I have to head to the mountaintop. This weekend will be a mountain trip. I got to get away, let things manifest, let things just cook, so to speak. I need a fucking break. I'm not fucking famous yet. I need a break.
You do need a break, man. You work hard, man. You work hard.
My stream goes down all the time, but I'm gonna figure. You know how it goes, bro. It's constant tinkering.
Yeah.
It's a constant tinkering process. Whatever anyone does, like I'm always tinkering on the stream. Like I know you're always tinkering with Rags and the stream. I'm really proud of you, bro. I'm kind of honored to even speak to you because I know how big this is gonna be. I can already see it. And do you not worry about the marketing and putting billboards up? Do you not care about that side?
No, I definitely do. You know, at the end of the day, I want to grow this not only for myself and for my family, but you know, I'm fortunate enough to have not employees, but like people on the team. You know, and for legal reasons, they're not employees; they're sole contractors. But but you know, I want to be able to support people, not only the community and people who own the assets and the hoodies, but I want to build something where people can come and enjoy what they do, and we can do fun shit together, and you know, really innovate. So that all requires selling, and that requires marketing.
Yeah,
and so just make that fun, you know.
And I hope I know Bitcoinski is about to work with Durag Dev on some stuff.
Oh, cool.
I think you all need to just continue to work together. That is the real essence of community. Have you tapped into Luxtoi's like fashion connects and stuff?
Not yet. We chat. I love Dev. He's a wild one, man, but he's like a genuine wild one, and so I'm here for that. Chatted with him the other day. We have Steffi and Dev and I have a weekly meeting about fashion stuff, which actually is coming up pretty soon here. So we try. I mean, Dev has the terrestrial Web 2 structure completely set up. He's a master at that. Production, all those things. Steffi has the 3D, the digital side, the
augmented. Yeah.
Augmented. She did like a commercial with Dell or something. Like she's got connects, right? She's big time. And I'm out here just coming up with wacky ideas in my attic, trying to implement them and trying to just do shit that other people haven't done before.
I hope they make a comic out of you three one day. You're just tinkering in your attic.
Yeah, I have like white hair, completely frizzed out because from all the explosions.
You're wearing a whistle. Just a whistle and a lab coat.
Yeah, a whistle for no reason.
Laura Zombie says, great team is the key. When everyone does their job well and successfully, this is the way of victory. Absolutely. I would play This Was the Way soundbite, but apparently the stream deck is causing the stream to crash. So, beloved, I don't know what is coming next, but you have you have the dojo support.
Thank you, man.
I would love to maybe get some of that closed for the next dojo music video. Then the first one will drop very soon, and I think a lot of people will have their jaw on the floor of what we produced as a community.
I'm excited to see it. When does that drop?
We just got approved on Elevator, the YouTube channel Elevator. So in the next maybe 3 days, that video will be on Elevator.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, shoot it just in case Twitter fucks everything up. Shoot it to me in DMs, and I'll blast it out as much as I can.
But I would love to maybe get your Rags clothes in the next music video. I'm going for a more happy-go-lucky feel. Rainbows and mountain and green grass mounds.
I'm here for that.
Real Teletubby vibe.
We got this drop, and then we are we're using funds from this drop honestly to reinvest in the company and we're making a promo line to send to influencers and people, and you will be on the top of that list.
Yeah, because I would love to have your clothes. We have Luxwa's new pieces in the video. We have Lord Zombie in it, Tony, Isaiah, Dawn. Isaiah right now is doing some cool shit. He's making his beats into into SD cards where you own the stem files, and
cool.
you buy it for 0.1 and you get a custom beat from him, one of one beat. Really dope.
That's really cool. And so you get the stems from it.
You get all the stems, you get all the WAV files, you get everything from the unlockable content.
Wow. That's cool. I like that.
His beats are amazing. They're funky. He has this emo trap sound. You know, we all been through our emo phases.
I'm always in my emo phase. It's
Yeah.
just under the surface sometimes, you know.
Will you ever create any Janko Jeans style for rags?
Oh yeah, 100%.
That'll be hard, bro.
Yeah, I don't want them to be. I don't want them to be gimmicky, but they want to. How do I say this? Throwing back to the early 2000s is a balancing act. Same with, just fashion in general, right? You want to call back to things, but you don't want it to look like you're LARPing. So Janko Jeans, big inspiration, but we gotta figure out a way to make them like actually cool and not just costume.
Not just.
Yeah, put goths under the bridge. Hot
Jeez.
Topic style, yeah.
Those are your influencers, if you think about it. Those are your true influencers.
Fuck, I need a different business model then.
Dude, what you got planned this weekend? The Great Orbo. What are you gonna do this weekend?
Oh man. Well, today we're running games for the ARG, and then tomorrow and Sunday. Oh, dude, my baby's getting baptized tomorrow. That's what I'm doing.
Nice.
Tomorrow.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, real Orthodox baptism. So he's gonna get dunked under the water. But
could you have been a pastor in this life if you just went down a different path?
No,
No.
not a chance, man. Religion and I have a strange relationship. I have a weird brain that's simultaneously artistic and metaphorical, but also I have a very rational side to me, and those battle far too much. I don't think that I would have a good I don't think I'd have a good time if it was my life's mission.
For real.
There's too much conflict there.
There would be a lot of orgies there, maybe.
Yeah, in the galactic sex dungeon.
A lot of cock rings, a lot of crazy shit going on. Nothing wrong with cock rings.
Yeah.
We all love a good cock ring. Sometimes.
We all do, man. If you don't acknowledge that, then you're capped.
Then you're cat. Dude, let me know any. I feel like we're both breaking over the hump in the same time. It's gonna be interesting to see us both rising in our own creative concepts here, and I'm just looking forward to seeing you win. Hopefully, I get onto this Joe Rogan level one day, and we can just shill millions of people rags live.
You've got the juice, man. I see it. I see it for sure.
Dude, thank you so much. I would give you the gong, so you know the gong.
I know the gong.
I'm not gonna play the gong because it's gonna fuck the stream up. I have to go and tinker. So here's the gong. Speak the truth. Ready? You have the floor.
Here's the truth. Here's the truth. We've talked enough about rags. We've talked enough about ourselves, about the space. Young is doing what you need to do this weekend. He's going to the mountain. He's getting out in nature, touching grass. That's the sauce here. And to bring it back as a true marketer would, that's the cool part about rags. We're taking the real world and we're connecting it. A lot of people say they're doing it, but we're legitimately making physical hoodies that you can wear, you can hang out with your friends with, you can wear them on the boat, you can go to a party, you can do all these things and actually have human connection, which is what we need. And we're taking the best of both worlds. So get out there, enjoy people in your life, and you know, live life. Don't be black pilled. Be white pilled.
Facts. And if you do spill mustard on the goddamn shirt, or the sweater, just know that it's still some badass technology.
What if it updated the metadata? You put a stain on it and then it like reflected to your NFT.
Jeez,
That'd be cool.
You're gonna have to use some async technology there. Some night and day, some kind of like prediction market shit. You only have cracked the surface, bro, and I cannot wait to see what else comes from your beautiful mind.
Thank you, dude.
Russell Crowe.
Appreciate you.
Dude, guys, thank you for watching episode 101 of Live with the Sensei, our flagship show. Please share it with grandma, anybody. The more, the merrier. You know, I would like to have 100,000 viewers at one time, but we're playing the long game. But hey, each one of you play your part. Each one of you I'm grateful for. I'm thankful for. I love you. Truly, the Sensei is sending cherry bombs of love that explode and fucking pop rocks in your mouth. Love you guys. I appreciate you. Orphan, let me know if you need anything. I'm going to the mountains.
Better, man. Have a good one.
Bye, guys. Live the dream, eat ice cream, and above all, stay content. Peace.